Jolene, and I got my hair cut and I did my nails last night. I love it. I love my bangs again. I'm a bang person. I usually have bangs and my hair is usually a lot longer. And my hair's always been blonde. So like in 2015, I dyed my hair brown because it had been turning darker when I got in my late 20s, but I kept dyeing it blonde. And so in 2015 I got it cut in the inverted bob, so it's very, very short in the back. And I dyed it medium to dark brown. And then last year I decided to go with intense burgundy. So needless to say, I've had some changes with my hair. Well, I decided I wanted my bangs back. I'm going to start growing out my hair a little bit more. Excuse me, I need my water. Love my Tervis, my little minions. So that's what I did this morning. I did my nails last night. This is it's Revlon Multi-Care Base and Top Coat. And then I used Sally Hansen Miracle Gel in the white. And then over the top I used Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails Extreme Wear. The color is number 240 Shimmy Shimmy. So that's what I did last night. While I watched the show Bones that I had DVR'd on Tuesday. I have been watching it since it started many years ago. This is their last season, and Tuesday night was the season premiere. So I watched that last night. And then I started to watch the new show that's on NBC. Called Emerald City. But I didn't really care for it, and it was on for 2 hours, and I watched it for like an hour and 15 minutes, and I thought to myself, do I really care where this is going? When I said no, and I said to myself, do we know any of these actors and actresses? And I said no. So I decided I'm not going to watch it, which is okay because I really don't want to pick up new TV shows. So, and Bones that I watched is based on the Kathy Reichs books. So, I did that, and yesterday I had Carson for like 5 hours. His mom went and she had a dentist appointment and had to take Blake to an appointment. So I had him, and right now he's going through this mine stage. It's mine. And he's funny. So he was taking all the dog's toys and saying mine, and the dog's taking them away from him. And I said, no, they're hers. So I guess this is something he's been doing at home, and taking cell phones and saying mine, which I know kids go through this, so it's pretty funny. And so like I said, I did my nails last night. And when I got my hair cut, I was telling Kate, who is my hairdresser, she graduated with my oldest son, I was telling her I wanted to get into doing the nail stamps. And I didn't know where to find them. I haven't really looked, but since she also does nails at the hair salon, I asked her if she knew about them, and she says, wait a minute. So she came back with this box for me. And she said she bought this to do nails, and she tried them on herself and a friend of hers to try to do the nail stamp. And she didn't like how it was working, so she gave this to me to try and see if I like it, and then I'd probably teach her how to use it. So I'm going to be doing that this week, trying some different ones. So she gave me those, and then after I got done with my haircut, I went grocery shopping. And let me tell you, I did not want to leave the house this morning. It was 5 degrees Fahrenheit. I went out to go start my car, and it had snow all over it from the day before. And it felt like my nostrils were frozen shut. It was so cold out there. At least it wasn't windy, but it was still very, very cold. So, yeah, that was today, and it did not really warm up. I am not a person that gets cold, so I don't own many sweaters. This is a very loose knit sweater. I don't own sweatshirts. I have a couple hoodies or sweat jackets, but I don't really wear that stuff. I'm going to have to invest in a few because I don't know if it's my age or what, but today I am freezing. And I think I need a couple heavy sweaters. Yesterday I finished the book I was talking about, so this is my little mini review. I finished In Hair at Midnight by Kate K. Myers. I loved this. I gave this a 5-star. This had to do with Avery, who is 17 years old. She was raised by her grandmother. She was conceived from an affair that her father had, and her father's an alcoholic, so he never really had anything to do with her, and she was told that her mother's dead. So her grandmother's very, very wealthy. She decides to put the family all on this challenge. There's different challenges, there's and tests, and each challenge that they do, whoever loses that challenge is eliminated. They get a $100,000 check, and that's all they get for an inheritance. Whoever wins at the very end gets the inheritance of the family company and the family money. So she has always been mistreated from her family. Her uncles have always shunned her. Her cousins are physically and verbally abusive to her. And so she really wants to show them up. So it ended just a little bit different than I thought it would. But I loved how she got a little bit even with some of her family members. So I highly recommend this. And right now I am reading The Fifth Petal by Brunonia Barry. This is from NetGalley, and I don't have a cover of it. It's on my tablet. This has to do with witches and in Salem, Massachusetts, and it talks about what happened to the witches back in, was it the 1700s, I believe. Anyways, in 1989, there was a murder of 3 women, and this Rose was, they thought Rose had done it, but Rose kind of went crazy after it happened, and the little girl of one of the women, the daughter of one of the women that had died, was taken in by the nuns. She had seen what happened, but she was taken in by the nuns, and it was very good. It's so far, I've read maybe a third of the book, so I am really enjoying it. I probably won't be reading it tomorrow. I should be starting it again on Monday. I'll pick it back up. So I am really enjoying it so far. And then tonight, there's a movie on Hallmark called Love on Ice, so I want to watch that tonight. That sounds like a good movie. So, I didn't do well with my healthy eating today. I was starving when I went and got my hair cut. That was at 9 a.m. And then, like I went grocery shopping right after and ended up just picking up some chicken tenders that the deli already had. So, yeah, I had those for lunch. They were buffalo chicken flavor. So I was naughty there, but for dinner I made meatloaf and I fixed green beans with that. And then I had bought the container of Bob Evans mac and cheese, so I had 1 helping of that. I had 1 helping of everything, so I did okay. And if I have a snack tonight, it'll be air pop popcorn, and I won't put butter on it, so that'll be good. So I think I told you everything that I wanted to. And are you guys going to be watching the Hallmark movie on tonight? And what books are you reading this weekend? Tomorrow I will be cross-stitching, so I am going to do the movie at the end of the day like I have been. And so I won't be cross-stitching and talking, but I will show you what I did stitch for the day. And I will be watching, I still have a few Christmas movies and Christmas specials on the DVR, so I'll be watching those while I cross-stitch. So I will talk to all of you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.